I'm Sheila from Adirondack Health. This is planks and flanks, so we're going to be focusing on our core, focusing on our hip area. We're going to use some planks, so we're going to be on our hands a little bit, and we're going to be down low for the entire class. So we're going to start off with just a standard plank. So we'll get ready to go. We're going to try to aim for 30 seconds. If you need to come down and take a rest, that's okay. All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. We'll get our feet back. We want to drop our hips, push the ground away with our shoulders, squeeze our glutes nice and tight so we're a nice straight plank. No floppy noodles here. We're about halfway through. Keep holding on. If you need to come down and take a little break, that's okay. We're almost there. And 3, 2, 1, rest. So we'll come down. And then we're going to flip over to our side. And we're going to start with a clamshell here. So we're going to lift our feet up just a little bit. We want to have our hip pointed straight up at the ceiling. So we don't want to be opening up this way. If anything, we want to be leaning a little bit forward. We're going to do 20 on each side. So we're just opening up. It's okay if that knee isn't pointed straight up at the ceiling. We're just trying to get that contraction here in our glute medius. We can lay our head right down so we're not straining our neck at all. Got 5 more here. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And we'll flip right around to our other side. We'll get ready to go. So we'll get down nice and comfy, hips pointed straight up to the ceiling, feet up. And here we go, opening up, coming back down. We can press that bottom leg into the floor. There's 10. 15. 16. Keep squeezing that glute. 17. 18. 19. And 20. So we're going to go through that twice more. So we'll have 3 rounds total. We'll start again with our plank. So we'll get in position. Here we go on our elbows. If we want to come up onto our arms, if we're a little tired, that's okay too. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Push the ground away. Nice flat hips. Glutes engaged. We want to have our elbows right underneath our shoulders. So we don't want to be back here. We want to scoot forward so we're right over those elbows. We're almost there. Just a few more seconds, less than 10 here. And 3, 2, 1, we'll come down, flip onto our side for a second set of clamshells. So we're going to get our feet up, open up, and come back down. Keep up the good work. We're going for that little squeeze on the side of our hips here. 18, 19, and 20. So we'll flip around. We'll get the other side. We'll get down into position as quick as we can. Here we go, feet up. And 1, 2. If you want, you can set your hand right here so we feel that we're engaging that glute. Pulling that knee up And coming back down nice and slow and controlled to meet the other leg. And 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, we're gonna go through that round one more time. So we'll start again with our plank. We'll get ready to go. And 3, 2, 1. Push the ground away, drop those hips, squeeze our glutes, elbows right underneath our shoulders. Holding nice and strong. Try to drop those hips just a little more if you feel like you're getting up high. Last round here of this plank. And 3, 2, 1. We'll come down and rest. We'll get into position for our clamshell, so we'll lay right down on our side, feet up, knees pointed forward, and here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Keep up the good work. We're almost there. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Legs can come down. We'll flip around. We'll get to that other side quick as we can. Tuck those feet underneath, hip bones pointed straight up, maybe even tilt forward a little bit. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. It's just a little movement. We don't need to get that knee pointed all the way up to the ceiling. Push the ground away with that bottom leg. And we're almost there. 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, we're gonna take a little break, so grab yourself some water if you like. We're gonna have about a minute before we come back here. All of our exercises are gonna follow that same sort of sequence. So grab some water and I'll meet you back here. All right, and we're back. So our next exercise is a plank to plank. So we're gonna start off in a high plank. We're gonna go for 30 seconds again. So I'll show you what we're doing first. We're gonna get in that nice long body plank position. From here, we're gonna drive our hips up, push the ground away from our shoulders, and then we'll roll back forward, come back down to that nice plank. So here we go. We've got 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're in that nice starting position. At your own pace, push those hips up, try to drive those heels to the floor. Then we roll back forward to that nice flat plank. So we want to pause for just 1 to 2 seconds in each position. So we're getting that stretch, and then we're getting that nice contraction in our core. Back and forth, drive those heels down. Come onto the toes, push back to that plank, just a couple more here. And rest. So next we'll come down onto our side. We've got another version of our clamshell here. So for this one, we're gonna bring our legs forward. So our feet are gonna be at a nice parallel angle with our body. So our upper body and our lower legs are running parallel. We have this nice 90-degree bend at our knees. Legs are gonna be flat on the floor. We're gonna come up and we're gonna crunch that leg up and then bring it back forward to to touch our other leg. So we're going to do 20 of these on each side as well. So we want to make sure we're crunching up and then coming back forward so those hips are straight up toward the ceiling again. Nice job, keep up the good work, we're almost there. $17, $18, make sure we're coming forward with that leg on the way back down. $19, and $20. So we'll turn around, we'll get our other side, we'll get into position as quick as we can. Those lower legs parallel to our upper body here. And up, bring that knee back forward to meet the other leg. 2, hips are facing the ceiling, straight up and down. 3, 4, bringing those feet back together. 5, lay our head right down if that's more comfortable. On the home stretch here. 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, so we'll flip on back. We're gonna go back to our plank pike for another 30 seconds here. So we'll get into position. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Send those hips up, drive those heels down, and roll back forward, coming back to that nice flat plank. Drive the hips up, push the ground away, back to a flat plank. So ideally we're getting a little stretch back here, driving those heels to the floor, then we're rolling forward, pushing through our shoulders, coming back to that nice flat position. And 3, 2, 1, rest. So we'll come back down. For our clamshell crunch, we're going to bring those legs in front of us. Can lay right down, hips pointed up towards the ceiling, opening up crunch, and back down, bringing that knee forward again to meet our other leg. 4, 5, keep it nice and slow and controlled. 'Nice job, we're almost there. Keep up the good work. And 20, we'll switch sides. So we'll flip right around, get into position as quick as we can. Bring those legs forward, hips pointed up at the ceiling. Opening up crunch and bringing those feet and knees back forward to meet our other leg. 2, 3, nice job. 9, 10, we're halfway there. 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we'll come back for our plank pike. We've got that last round here coming up. So we'll get those hands under our shoulders, get into position, and 3, 2, 1, full plank. Push those hips back, drive those heels to the floor, push the ground away, then we roll back forward, drop our hips, nice flat plank, and push back at your own pace. Stay strong here, we've got just a few left. And rest. Last round of our clamshell crunch. Bring those feet in front just a little bit. Make sure those hips are pointed up, so maybe we need to tilt forward a little bit so we're not opening up this way. I like to put my hand right here to help with that. And up, 1, 2, nice job. Keep it slow and controlled. 3, 10, we're halfway there. 12. 17. 18. 19, and 20. We'll flip around, get to that other side quick as we can. Bring those feet in front. And here we go. Crunch up. 1, 2, 3. Keep up the good work. 4, 5. Nice and slow and controlled. Those hips are probably starting to burn a little bit at this point. Let's push through. Almost there. And 17, 18, 19, one more time, 20. All right, we can sit on up. We'll have another minute for water, so grab some rest, grab some water. I'll meet you back here on the floor. All right, so this round we're going to start off with an arch hold. So if you are new to this movement, 30 seconds is going to feel like a long time. So if you have to come down and rest, that's okay. Do what you need to. It's okay to take a little break and come right back. So we're going to get nice and long here. We're going to come down onto our stomach. We want to be able to stretch our arms and legs out in front. So what the arch hold is going to look like is we're going to lift up, thumbs up to the ceiling, squeezing our glutes, pulling from our glutes, not from our lower back. So we're driving those shoulder blades down toward our hips, picking those legs up, by squeezing our glutes. So we're gonna go for 30 seconds here. So we'll get our arms out and legs. And 3, 2, 1, we're up. So if you feel like you need a break at any point, you can come back down. If you want to bring your arms back this way, we can do that as well. If arms are out in front, we want thumbs up toward the ceiling. Lift, lift, lift. Make yourself long. Reach as far as you can. We're almost there. Less than 10 seconds now. Lift a little higher. And rest. So now we're going to move on to our side. So we're going to do a modified side plank here. So we'll be on our elbow and on our knee. So we want our knee to be nice and in line. So as we lift up, we're going to drive our hips forward, squeeze our glutes. We're going to stick our leg out straight, and we're going to crunch up similar to our last clamshell. If you need to put your hand here to keep yourself a little bit more stable, that's okay. We're going to do 20 on each side. Reach that leg out and bring it back in. $19 and $20. So we'll come back down. We'll flip around to that other side. So again, we want that knee tucked underneath us, that elbow directly under our shoulder. When we lift up, we're going to push our hips forward, reach that leg out, and crunch up. We can add our arm in overhead if we would like. We can add that crunch with our arm as well. We want to stretch as far as we can here. And 19 and 20. So we'll come back down. We're going to go through that twice more, just as we did with our other exercises. So we'll come back, we'll get ready for our arch hold. We'll come down onto our stomach. And here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lift up, stretch as long as we can. Thumbs up toward the ceiling. Or we have those arms back near our hips. We're still lifting up, squeezing our shoulder blades together, making our body as long as we can. We're almost there, just about 10 seconds left now. And 3, 2, 1, come down and rest. We'll turn onto our side. So again, elbow's going to be directly underneath our shoulder. We're going to tuck our feet back. And when we lift, we're driving those hips forward, squeezing with that bottom glute, reaching out, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. Keep up the good work. Almost there. And 17, 18, 19, and 20. So we'll come down. We'll flip around to that other side. So we're going to bring our feet underneath us, that elbow right underneath our shoulder, and here we go. We're going to lift up, reach out, and crunch. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Make yourself nice and long, then crunch yourself up as small as you can be. 18, 19, and 20. All right, we've got our last round coming up here, so we'll start with our arch hold again. We'll come to our stomach. And here we go. We'll get our arms out, and 3, 2, 1, lift, reach out, make your body as long as you can. Lift up as high as you can last time we do this today. Let's give it our full effort. Lift up, 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 higher than you think you can. We're almost there, last 10 seconds. Try to make yourself longer, reach higher. Squeeze those glutes, pull those shoulder blades down your back, lift, 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 and rest. So we'll flip over to our side. Last set of our side plank crunch here. Shoulder right over our elbow, knees in tight. Then we're gonna lift, squeeze with that glute. Nice straight body, arm and leg out, and 1, 2, 3. Nice job, keep up the good work. And here's 10, we're halfway there. And 17, 18, 19, one more, 20. All right, we'll flip around. Last time here. We'll get our knees tucked underneath, elbow under our shoulder, and lift, arm and leg out, and here we go. 1, 2, 3. Make sure we're keeping those hips lifted, reaching as far as we can. $14, 15 on the home stretch. Lift those hips, reach as far as we can. 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right. Whew. Grab some water if you would like. I hope you enjoyed this little burn today. If you would like, I'm going to do just a couple cool down stretches and hip openers to get this area feeling a little less tight. So grab some water and we'll come back here, meet you on the floor. All right, so we're going to slow down our breathing a little bit here and just open those hips, loosen them up a little bit. Now that we did all that strengthening, we'll get a little bit of a stretch, make sure we're not too sore. So we're going to start pretty simple. We're just going to stretch our legs out. So we've got a nice wide shape here. And then we're going to lead with our chest and our nose going forward just until we feel that stretch. So we don't need to go too far if we're really flexible. Might need to go a little further. I recommend that you pull your toes up toward your nose. As we lean forward, we should feel this nice stretch all through the backs of our legs. So we're going to hold. We'll push ourselves back up, sit up nice and tall. And we'll come right back down, maybe a little further than before. We'll come back up. Let's take those feet. Let's rotate our legs out just a little bit so we stretch that other side. And then gently come forward again, leading with the chest with the nose. Just be wary, you might not be able to get down as far in this position. Good. All right. Let's cross our legs one in front of the other. We're going to tuck them in as tight as we can while still being in that crisscross pattern here. So we're going to sit up nice and tall. Same thing, we're going to lead with our chest, with our nose coming forward. We want to keep our sit bones rooted to the floor so they're not moving at all. Nice straight spine. And we'll come back up. We're going to do that 3 times. So same thing, leading with that chest, with our nose, driving our nose forward, keeping our sit bones stuck to the floor. They're glued down, not going anywhere at all. One more time, we'll lift up, come back down nice and slow. Maybe we're able to get a little deeper. We keep that spine nice and straight, no rounding here. And we'll come back up. We're going to switch our legs now. So I had my right foot crossed behind. I'm going to bring it over. So right foot is now in front, left foot's behind. I'm going to root my tailbones to the floor, sit up nice and tall. And again, with a straight spine, I'm going to roll forward, leading with my nose, leading with my chest. Getting a hold, sitting back up. Here we go again, leading with the chest. Back up. One more time, glue those sit bones to the floor. And we'll come back up. All right, so our last stretch is going to be the 90-90 stretch. So we're going to get one leg in front. We want a nice 90-degree angle at our knee. And then we're going to bring our other leg back behind us. I'm actually going to turn just a little bit so everyone can see. So this leg is perpendicular in front of me, going across. This leg is out. I'm going to actually scoop my foot out so I've got nice 90-degree angles here at this knee and my front knee. So here I'm going to lean forward, leading with my chest, straight and head just toward that front side. And then I'm going to come back up. Now I'm going to take a little bit of a diagonal lean. So we don't need to go too far. Good, I'm going to sit up again. I'm going to contract that back glute here. I'm going to lean out towards this knee, just a little bend. And back up. Let's go through each of those one more time. So engaging that glute, squeezing tight. That's going to tell that hip flexor to unlock in the front. We're going to lean forward. And then we're going to lean out towards that diagonal angle. Then last one, we're going to lean toward our back leg here. We're going to try to lead with our chest. So I'm trying to take my chest, my nose, put it toward that back knee. I'll sit back up. We'll switch sides so we can just fold our legs over the other way. We want to get that leg straight out in front, knee down, nice 90-degree angles at our knee on both sides. And we'll start by leaning forward, making sure that glute is engaged. Good, we'll sit back up. We're going to come out at that 45-degree angle. Again, that glute is engaged, telling that hip flexor to unlock in the front. We'll sit back up. We're going to come down toward that back knee. Just a little bend. And back up. We'll go through each of those one more time. So we're going to come forward. Maybe we get a little further when we did last time, always keeping that back glute engaged. And we'll sit back up, come out to that 45-degree angle, leading with our chest. And back up. Last one, we're leading with our chest and our nose toward that back knee. And sit up nice and tall. All right, thank you everyone for joining me today. Check out our other classes on our on-demand playlist for more fun classes. Most of them are pretty short, so you can mix and match. Feel free to do whatever you need to get a good workout. All right, thanks everybody.